Should be a quick one today. Today, let's talk about Business is Business by Young Thug, why it flopped, but why you should still listen to it and give it a chance. So Business is Business was dropped about a month ago. First week, it sold 89,000, which doesn't seem too bad considering Gunna sold like 82K first week. You know, we have to make the comparison. Except the fact that he had 2 Drake features, 2 Travis features, an Uzi feature, a Future feature, 21 Savage feature, and on Metro's version, we had a Nicki and Juice WRLD song. That was originally a Juice WRLD song that Nicki was put on. And the whole thing was produced by Metro Boomin versus Gunna, you know, no features, no mainstream producers. So when you look at it like that, the album flopped, okay? Now let's talk about why it flopped, okay? First of all, I think the album wasn't anything creative. We're in a time right now where rap, especially hip hop, is in a super experimental state. Your favorite rapper's not dropping what he used to drop. He's switching it up. Uzi, Pink Tape, you know, Cardi's New Style, Travis's Utopia. Every artist is kind of switching it up, kind of bringing something new to the table, right? Maybe you could say that Gunna didn't really bring anything new to the table. Get back to Gunna specifically. So that's what my first point is. It wasn't experimental, didn't push any boundaries, wasn't super creative. It just kind of sounded like Young Thug doing his thing. The second reason I think this thing flopped is it was not marketed correctly at all. It was marketed barely. We knew about the album about 8 days before it dropped. And compared to Punk, I mean, Punk's rollout was so much better. And obviously this album's rollout was worse because of the fact that Thug was kind of just hopping on his wave of and his hype of being in jail and the Gunna beef. That's really what he was marketing this as. So the whole thing was marketed as this feud between Gunna and Thug, okay? And that brings me to my third point, that there was a feud between him and Gunna, right? And so automatically the moment he drops, the comparison is with Gunna's album. Now Gunna's album was received very well. Gunna's album was really good. Thug has to compete with Gunna's album. On top of that, Thug has a bunch of features, and on top of that, he's barely marketed it. So when he drops his album, it doesn't push any boundaries, doesn't sound different, it flops. And everyone's already talking about how Gunna is better and how Gunna has a song that just went platinum. So, you know, the comparison, when you look at it that way, Gunna won. So that's why I think the album flopped. Now here's why I think you should listen to it, and I think it's overhated, okay? I think it's overhated. Number one is because there are still good songs on the album. Yes, the album isn't creative, it doesn't push any boundaries, but it's produced by Metro. Metro definitely has some good beats on there. And I will admit that the album kind of sounds like something that could have been made in like 2018, 2017. Basically just a collection of trap songs. But individually, each song is pretty good, and they're all kind of on the same length when you put them on an album. A lot of the features are pretty good. You know, Travis has some good features. Uzi has a good feature. It's kind of short. Future's features really good. The Drake features are really good. Like the songs themselves, if you listen to them, are pretty good. There's a couple misses, but I'd say like 85% of the album is actually good. Like I said, rap is at a very experimental time right now. Everything is kind of switching. Everything's kind of changing. And so I thought Thug's album was kind of refreshing to hear, especially when you go back to his Punk album, which was really a different direction. He took a completely different direction with Punk than he had previously been known for, right? It wasn't a masterpiece by any means, but it was a pretty decent album with some pretty good features, with some pretty good beats. So I really think Thug kind of did what he, you know, was going to do. He did pretty well on it. I just think that the whole beef with Gunna completely made this album so just not well received at all, along with the marketing, and just when you put all those other factors into it, it was very easy for people to lead towards Gunna. I still think this album is super overhated. You should go listen to it. And yeah. So that's all I got for this video, man. Thank y'all for watching, and let me know what else I should talk about, what other rap topic, because that's basically what I do here. So thank y'all for watching. Subscribe for more. Peace out.